morning, everyone. Welcome to day 7 of the 10 and 20 challenge. So I have to say I'm feeling pretty good about the challenge so far, guys. I know last night I had that hummus platter that was probably a little bit more hummus than what I should normally eat on one of his meal plans, but the fact that I ate it with just a whole bunch of cucumbers makes me feel pretty good. So that's awesome. And then I didn't have anything to eat after that. It was good. That was enough. That was plenty. So that was actually really good. That was awesome. The kids loved supper, by the way. Oh my gosh, my kids love hummus platters. So this morning it is 2:34. Ooh, 2:34. So it's 2:34, and I've been up since a little bit after midnight. I didn't get up until 1:20ish, like out of bed up. But I am sitting here at the kitchen counter rendering a file for my an iMovie to make it into a file to be uploaded, and planning on what I'm going to make. So obviously I am taking a bowl of the Buenas Noches soup with me today because I have a lot. So there's that. I'm going to take soup with me, and I'll probably take the rest of the baggie of grapes that I have left over from 2 days ago, 3 days ago, something like that. It's probably like half of a baggie of grapes left, so I'll take that to have with my soup, and that will be delicious. And then the other thing I'm planning on taking, one of the days has a salad that you're supposed to make, and it calls for pears and apples and a walnut vinaigrette dressing. I'm not 100% sure how super excited I am about that. I don't have walnuts. I would have to make the pecans. The walnuts, I'd have to make it a pecan vinaigrette, which I don't think that would be too big of a deal. But I would kind of rather just have a salad and maybe just put a little bit of avocado. I've got that avocado that I drizzled on the hummus platters left over still. Could put some of that in a container, and that would be a good healthy source of fat rather than putting the walnut dressing on it. I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to take a salad, and I'm going to cut up an apple to take with me to eat an apple in my salad. I am planning on making I don't know what they're called. On day 7, I believe, there is a recipe for making, excuse me, itchy. Oh my goodness, itchy. There's a recipe for making veggie burgers that has like 4 ounces of ground turkey in it, which obviously the ground turkey is optional, which is I'm totally opting not to do. But I know that the goal of this is to try to get as many people as possible to conform to eating a healthier lifestyle. So if you throw a little tiny bit of meat or an egg at them once in a while, they won't feel like they're so totally deprived. Nah. Deprivation won't kill you. Isn't that nice of me? It won't kill you. You'll deal with it. But anyways, I am planning on making those this morning. So those take like at least 45 minutes in the oven to cook. So I need to get working on that. I will probably get everything put together and then show you what it is that is going with that. And I thought, seeing as that has some pumpkin seeds in it, that's a good healthy source of fat too. I could maybe take a veggie burger with my salad and have a veggie burger and salad with an apple. I mean, that sounds like a lot, but that probably would be okay. And then skip out on the avocado, and that would work out really well. I think that's what I'll do. I'm so glad I had this talk with you guys. So I'm going to make a salad, and I'm going to have a veggie burger and an apple, and it'll be delicious. So there. So I ate at 5 o'clock last night with my kids. So that would mean if I was going to fast for 15 hours, that would be 8 a.m. So I think that sounds reasonable. It's 2:30 right now. I'm not purposely trying to fast by any means. There are days that I eat 3 meals in a day, and I get about like a 12-hour window in there, which is normal. So I'm not purposely trying to fast, but if I can open up that window a little bit more to let my body be in the catabolic phase for a little bit longer, that sounds great. I don't mind doing that. So my stomach was a little bit growly a little bit ago while I was sitting here working on this, so I'm having a cup of tea, and this one is a decaf Indian chai spice tea. It's very good. I really like it. And one thing I don't know that I've ever mentioned to you guys, I do put soy creamer in my tea. So there's probably a couple tablespoons in this, in my Yeti. So I'm not going to stop doing that. I know it's not like super de-duper health or anything like that. There's no oils in this one. I know some of the other ones, some of the other creamers have like added oils and stuff to them, which I don't understand at all. But it's very good. It adds a little bit of sweetness, adds a little bit of creaminess to it, and I like it. So I'm going to keep doing that. But so far it doesn't seem to have hindered my weight loss at all. My clothes are feeling a tiny little bit baggy. I know it's only been a week, but not even. But I think that I've lost probably a good couple pounds, which would be really awesome. That's super exciting. So I need to go, this is almost done rendering a file, which seems about right. Usually takes between 5 and 10 minutes. And I am going to start an upload process and go work on some veggie burgers. So I will show you guys what that looks like as soon as I get some stuff chopped up. So I hope you're having a fabulous day and come back and see me for some veggie burgers. Bye. Alrighty guys, so step number 1 in this Nutritarian veggie burger is to chop up some mushrooms and to cook them. And it only calls for a cup of chopped mushrooms, and I think that I probably have about 2 cups here. I'm going to go ahead and cook them all anyway. I don't see a problem with that. They're going to cook down, and if I feel like I have too many onions, or too many mushrooms, those are not onions, those are mushrooms. If I have too many mushrooms, I'll just leave some out and put them in the refrigerator, or maybe I'll just leave them out and put them on top of the burger with a slice of onion or something. That sounds really good too. So, first step first, chop up a cup of onion. I really want to call them onions. They're not, they're mushrooms. Chop up a cup of mushrooms and then saute those on the stove. Step number 1. Alrighty guys, so I thought you might actually enjoy being able to see what I'm doing rather than just me talking about what I'm doing. So here we go. So what you're supposed to do is take 1 3/4 cup of beans and put it in here and save 1/4 cup of beans to mix in after. I just put all 2 cups in here, and it calls for all black beans. I added some pinto beans because I happen to like the flavor of those in burgers. So there is that. The next thing you want to do is add 1/4 cup of oats, rolled oats. And so it's about 1/4 cup. It says to put in there 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds. I apparently no longer have pumpkin seeds, so I'm going to add some pecans. So I just have a little tablespoon measuring device out here, so I'm going to use that. 1, 2, okay, there we go. And then it says to put in 1 carrot grated. I have no idea how much a carrot grates to, but I have grated carrots. So how about maybe a little more than that, I don't know. There we go, grated carrot, there we are. It does not call for an onion in this recipe, however, that's not working in my world, so I'm putting a little piece of this red onion in there. Purple onion, red onion, whatever you want to call it. There's that. And then you want to put in your spices. And what it calls for, I'm not putting in. So it calls for cumin and chili powder, onion powder, black pepper. Okay, great. Got a carrot on my black pepper. So I'm definitely going to put in some black pepper. Just sprinkle some of that in there. And then I'm going to put in some of a teaspoon of this organic no salt seasoning mix. I don't really want more cumin and chili powder, so I'm going to put in this instead. So here goes a teaspoon of that. And then I also need to put in some garlic because it doesn't call for garlic and I can't have a burger without garlic. So I'm just putting in a little bit of garlic. There we go. Perfect. Alrighty guys, so that should be everything. We've got, the mushrooms are cooking, and then we're going to put the oats in here, we put some nuts in here, we've got grated carrots, beans, all of the spices. Now we're going to process this until it's blended up and then add the mushrooms to it and make it into patties. So I'm going to do that process and then I will show you guys what it looks like on the tray before I stick it in the oven. Holy buckets guys, he's made some massive burgers. Woo! Okay, so there we go. They're going in the oven. Here, take a peek. I mean, they look great. They taste pretty good for raw burger mix. I'm going to put them on the bottom. We're crooked. Just turn your head a little bit, guys. It'll be okay. Anyway, I'm going to put them in the bottom rack of the oven. Ah, and now we're wiggling. Oh my goodness, stop. So they can get as done as they're possibly going to get done on the bottom before I flip them. And it says to put them in for 40 minutes total, flipping them after 20. This is my first rodeo. I've done this before. It does not work that way. So I'm going to put them in for half an hour on the bottom rack and then see if I can flip them. Wish me luck. Veggie burgers are notorious for wanting to stick and not wanting to flip nicely. So anyways, we're going to go get these in there and I will let you know what they turn out like when they're done. Bye. Alright guys, while we're waiting for those burgers to finish cooking, I have made my salad for the day, so it's kind of hard to see, but Right here is a layer of kale that I chopped up, and on top of that is that big bucket of mixed greens. I chopped up some of that, and on top of that is half of the bag of the chopped salad kit that has the coleslaw and the cabbage, not coleslaw, has the green cabbage and the purple cabbage, and then I put a little bit more, I chopped up some carrots to put on top, and then all these are little purple onions that I chopped to put in there. So that's that. And then to put on in here, I filled up a bowl, and I have a large tomato chopped up, a little bit of corn that I sprinkled out of a can, some, can you see those cucumbers very well? Nope. Some cucumbers right in there. There's actually quite a few cucumbers. It's like a third of a cucumber chopped up. And then some pickles on the top. So that is going to go in there with a lid on it. It'll squish. It'll fit. And that's going to be, I'm going to eat that with my burger. And I probably will not take a piece of fruit to have with that, because that's gonna be way more than I need. So that's gonna be plenty. So I'm gonna have that with a burger, and I'm going to take my Buenos Noches soup with some piece of fruit. I haven't decided yet. I was planning on taking the grapes, but there's not very many of them in there. Maybe I'll take the grapes and a package of blueberries, or blackberries rather. That sounds pretty good to me. So anyways, I'm gonna get this stuff cleaned up and start cleaning up the kitchen a little bit, and I would like to make some breakfast for my kids, so I need to work on that here very quickly so I can get that cooked and out of the oven before I need to go. So it's actually only 3:30, so I've got an hour and a half. I should have enough time. We shall see. Alrighty guys, I'll let you know what those burgers look like when they come out. Alrighty guys, so the veggie burgers didn't quite turn out like I had planned, or like they're supposed to, I don't think. But I'm not really interested in eating one right now because I'm not hungry, and I don't really want to go back into that mindset. Like I had a little bit of it before it cooked off of the spoon, and I don't really want to get back into that. If I'm not hungry, I don't really want to eat. So I am going to take one of these with me to work. I did plate it up so that I could take a picture of it, so the thumbnail obviously is the picture of the burger. It does look nice. I'm not a photographer. Please don't say anything in the comments about the fact that my pictures suck. That's okay. I don't mind. It's okay. They can be awful if you think so. That's not a problem for me at all. But the burgers they don't stick together really well. I ended up having to cook them for 50 minutes rather than 40 minutes. Actually, I think I cooked them for an hour rather than 40 minutes. And after the first 30 minutes, they still weren't releasing to turn over nicely. So I don't know. I probably won't repeat this recipe from a standpoint of they didn't work like they were supposed to. But at the same time, if they taste really good, then it doesn't really matter. I can just cook them longer. Not an issue at all. So later today when I have one, or maybe on my drive home tonight, I'll let you guys know whether they were worth repeating or not. But it is very pretty. I mean, in terms of the little salady, burgery looking thing. Here, I'll show you. See? That's pretty. But yeah, I'm not really 100% sold on whether or not this is going to be something that I make again. So, depends on the flavor. I gotta go, I'm making muffins for the kids for breakfast, and so I gotta finish doing that and putting stuff away. And yeah, I gotta clean up my mess that I've made, get my burger kind of put in a container to take with me, because I probably am going to want to microwave it, but I don't really want to microwave the lettuce and the tomato that's underneath it. I didn't plan that one very well. Anyways, I will talk to you guys again later, and hope you're having a fabulous day. Bye. Well, hello everyone. So I will try to speak up so that you can hear me over the top of my truck, which is loud. Here, I can turn the heater down a little bit. And the rain hitting the windshield, which is loud. So anyways, got to work this morning, and it was horrible drive. It has been pouring on and off all day long, except up here it is like just, there is ice coating everything except the roads. Okay, I'm good with that. The craziest thing is it's supposed to stop this freezing rain stuff here probably in the next hour or so, and then the temperature is supposed to go up by about 3 degrees. So hopefully it's not supposed to freeze tonight, because if it's going to freeze tonight, that is going to make my drive up tomorrow morning just horrible. Like really horrible. But oh, itchy, sorry. Anyways, so it is quite beautiful. The poor trees don't look like they're loving it very much, but I took a couple pictures of some trees at work. I'll insert that in here. They're just super pretty. with just that fine layer of ice coating them and stuff. I told my technician I'm from the north and she's from the north, and I was like, you would think I never saw ice before, you know? Living in Texas, so we get used to it not being cold. But anyways, so this morning when I was driving up, my low tire pressure gauge came on, which was not a surprise at all, because this morning when I left the house it was 34 degrees. Yesterday morning when I went grocery shopping it was 71 degrees, so pretty big difference in temperature there. Anyway, so after work I went and stopped and got my some air put in the tires. I didn't do it. I went to the discount tire place and asked them to take care of it for me because I really didn't want to get out in the rain and cold, and no. I'm capable of it. I've done it before. I would just rather let them take care of it inside their nice little garage, and yeah, much better. But anyway, so at about 8:30 this morning, I finally got hungry. Actually, it was 9:30. At about 9:30 this morning, I finally got hungry, and I had my soup, the Buenas Noches black bean soup, and I also had the rest of the bag of grapes that was in there. I did not eat the blackberries at that time because that was it. That was enough. I didn't need more than that. And then I didn't get hungry again for a really long time. So I ended up not eating again until 3:45. So at 3:45, I ate my veggie burger, and I ate my salad, and then I ate the blackberries, all of which were very good. So the burger, flavor-wise, very good. It had a very nice flavor to it. That seasoning that I put in it, that was the no salt seasoning from Costco. Very good, very tasty. It tasted really good. I put some ketchup on it, obviously, because I'm a ketchup kind of girl. But it was really good. However, it was not the consistency of a burger at all. It was very, very soft and falling apart and not staying together, and yeah, no. So, if you had a piece of bread and you were going to make it into a sandwich, it would totally work. But Nutritarian eating style does not really involve bread. So, they are totally edible. I will absolutely, without a doubt, finish them. They're not worth repeating. I won't repeat that recipe. Which is fine, because literally the majority of the recipes that I've gotten from Dr. Furman's website have been absolutely amazing. So, you know, having one off here and there is not that big of a deal, or not that big of a surprise. So anyways, so I've eaten twice today. When I get home, if for some reason I'm hungry, which it'll be probably about 3 hours after I ate last, I will have probably apple pie oatmeal from a couple days ago. That was absolutely excellent. Oatmeal is super good for you, so that's what I will do. I don't foresee that happening though. I'm guessing that I'm not going to end up eating anything when I get home. I'll probably still be completely full. So that's probably it for me for the day. And I have to tell you guys, I do think that I am missing the zucchini, the yellow squash soup. So I really liked having that, and having that be able to eat like a bowl of soup right before eating my breakfast. Like having some vegetables and then having my oatmeal. I really liked that. So not having that available to me is kind of a little bit of a bummer. So I think I'm going to make another vegetable soup that will be in the unlimited category, all the ingredients in it, so no potatoes or no rice, that kind of thing. I'm fairly certain that lentils count in the all-you-can-eat group, but I'll have to look that up, because the recipe that I want to make is called Golden French Lentil Soup, and it just has a bunch of vegetables in it along with the lentils. So I think that would be delicious, and I think I would really like that. So I am going to do that. If I mean, the beans are in the unlimited group, so I would assume that that includes the lentils as well. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. If it is, I'll probably do that in the morning. I probably won't do that today or tonight. In fact, I know I won't do it tonight. When I get home, I'm going to visit with my kids for a few minutes and go to bed. I mean, that's pretty much what I do when I work this crazy hours. I've been up since midnight, so I'm going on 18 hours now. So, anyways, I am going to continue on my drive, and I hope you guys had a fabulous day, and I hope you can hear me okay over the loudness that would be otherwise known as my truck. Sorry about that, guys. I know it's not exactly super convenient for you to have to listen to my truck in the background, and now with the rain and all that kind of stuff. But just know that I really like talking to you guys, and this is the time that's convenient for me to do it. So this is what you get. Sorry. Anyway, hope you guys had a good one, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.